Welcome, listeners, to the veiled paths of history and haunting, where the past whispers and shadows linger. You're about to step into a realm where the boundary between the living and the dead blurs, where every creak and whisper holds a story, a secret, a sigh from the beyond. This is no ordinary tale. This is the story of the Whaley House, nestled in the heart of San Diego, California, a place where the echoes of yesteryear meet the chill of the unseen. Built upon the gallows ground, the residence of the Whaley family stands as a sentinel to sorrow and mysteries untold. Thomas Whaley and his kin called it home, but they were not to be its only inhabitants. There are other specters bound to the mortal coil, unseen tenants of the afterlife, roaming its halls, seeking solace, or perhaps enacting eternal vigilance over their once cherished abode. Prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown, where history's veil is lifted to reveal the heartbeats of the past, still reverberating through the corridors of the Whaley House. In the whispers of the wind, the footsteps in the empty room, and the flicker of shadows at the corner of your eye, they beckon. Join us as we delve into the story of one of America's most haunted houses, a tale of tragedy, of spirits unrested, and of the enduring quest to understand what lies beyond the veil. This is not just a story. It is an experience, a journey to the edge of the known, a peek into the abyss of the paranormal. Welcome to the Whaley House, where the past is never truly gone, and the doors to the other side are just a creak away. In the heart of San Diego, amidst the modern hum of life, stands a sentinel to the past, the Whaley House. Our tale begins in 1857, with Thomas Whaley, a man whose ambition was as vast as the land itself. He constructed a residence that was to become much more than a mere home. This edifice, crafted with the elegance of early American architecture, was destined to etch its mark deeply into the annals of California's history, becoming one of its oldest surviving structures. But the Whaley House was not content to be merely a dwelling. Its walls, which with ambition bore witness to a myriad of lives and stories, it transformed, as if by some unseen hand, to serve the community in multifarious ways. A general store, where the mundane business of commerce was transacted, yet where each exchange seemed to carry a weight beyond the simple trade of goods. A courthouse, where justice was meted out, heavy with the gravity of right and wrong, its decisions echoing through the very foundation of the house, and even a theater, where the laughter and applause of audiences sought to mask the deeper, more somber undertones that permeated its structure. But what of the Whaley family, you might ask? They, who walked these halls, who lived, loved, and lost within these walls. Thomas Whaley's vision brought this house into being, but with it, Perhaps he unknowingly invited more than just the living to dwell within. The family's presence is imbued in every corner, every creak of the wood, and whisper of the wind through the rafters. Their legacy, however, is a tapestry of joy and tragedy, a duality that seems to mirror the very essence of the Whaley House itself. As we peel back the layers of time, the house reveals its multifaceted nature, a cornerstone of San Diego's history, and also a repository of stories untold, lives intertwined with the ethereal. This grand monument to early American architecture stands not just as a reminder of the past, but as a beacon calling to those who can sense the deeper narratives hidden within its storied walls. Thus, our journey into the shadows of the Whaley House begins, where history and the supernatural converge, creating a nexus of fear, apprehension, and ambiguity. What secrets do these old walls hold? What whispers are carried on the breeze through its corridors? The answers lie shrouded in the mists of time, waiting to be uncovered as we delve deeper into the tale of the Whaley House. As the veil of night descends upon the Whaley House, a different aspect of its character emerges, one that whispers of the unseen and speaks to the depths of our fears. Chapter 2 unfolds within these haunted walls, where the past is not at rest, and the inhabitants are not all of this world. In the dim light, the spirits of Thomas Whaley and his family are said to traverse the boundaries of time, manifesting within their former home. Witnesses speak of encounters with these ethereal figures, particularly in spaces once dear to them, a glimpse of a woman near the staircase, a man's silhouette by the window, both vanishing as quickly as they appear. These apparitions, bound by love, or perhaps in resolved deeds, roam the house, their presence a tangible thread to the tapestry of its history. But the Whaley family is not alone in their spectral occupancy. The heavy, foreboding footsteps of Yankee Jim Robinson, a man who met his grim end on the gallows where the house now stands, echo through the structure. It's as if the very foundation of the house is imbued with his restless spirit, a reminder of the darker chapters in the story of the Whaley House. Visitors recount feeling an oppressive air, a sense of dread, as they tread the same floors that once felt the weight of Yankee Jim's final, desperate steps. Amidst these tales of adult spirits, there lies a more innocent, yet equally poignant narrative, the unseen children. The laughter and footsteps of the Whaley offspring, who once played joyfully within these walls, are reported to linger, their mirthful echoes a stark contrast to the silence that now envelops the house. These sounds of a life once vibrant, now heard only by the attentive and the fortunate, or perhaps the unfortunate, serve as a haunting reminder of the ephemeral nature of existence. The air within the Whaley House is thick with stories, each room a chapter, every shadow a sentence. The spirits of Thomas Whaley and his family, the ominous footsteps of Yankee Jim Robinson, and the laughter of unseen children blend into a narrative that transcends the physical world, inviting us to ponder the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. As we navigate through the whispered tales and ghostly encounters of the Whaley House, we are reminded of the thin veil that separates the living from the dead. Here, in the presence of those who once called this place home, the boundary is blurred, and the past feels almost within reach, inviting us, compelling us to listen and remember. In the heart of the Whaley House, where the air is thick with the past and the walls whisper secrets long forgotten, Chapter 3 delves into the realm of the unexplained and the chilling encounters that bridge our world with the one beyond. As night falls and the boundary between the living and the dead grows ever thinner, the house reveals its ghostly inhabitants through encounters that defy explanation and challenge the bravest of hearts. Ghostly encounters have become almost a part of the fabric of the Whaley House, with investigators and psychics alike drawn to its mysteries like moths to a flame. They speak of cold spots that appear without reason, pockets of air where the temperature plummets, chilling not just the body but the soul, as if passing through a shadow passed by the unseen. Phantom smells waft through the rooms, cigar smoke where no cigar is lit, the faint scent of perfume as if carried by a ghostly presence moving unseen beside you. Apparitions, too, are reported with unnerving frequency. Figures seen out of the corner of the eye, reflections that appear in mirrors, then vanish, leaving only questions in their wake. These spectral manifestations are claimed to be the restless spirits of the Whaley family, still tied to the home they once loved, reaching out from the beyond, seeking to make their presence known. As we venture further into the shadowed corners of the Whaley House, technology meets the paranormal, offering a new lens through which to view the haunting. Paranormal researchers, armed with modern devices, seek to pierce the veil that separates us from the other side. EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena, are captured, recordings that contain voices, messages, whispers from nowhere, suggesting communication from the spirits themselves. These disembodied voices, sometimes clear, sometimes cryptic, speak of lives once lived, of unfulfilled desires, or simply the desire to be acknowledged. The anomalies captured on video and audio, the readings that defy logical explanation, suggest the presence of the supernatural, an interface between the scientific and the paranormal. Investigators recount moments of interaction, of questions asked, and answers received, as if the spirits of the Whaley House are eager to bridge the gap between their world and ours. The use of technology in these investigations serves as a beacon, drawing forth the curious, the skeptical, and the believers, offering a glimpse into the possibility of life beyond death. Each recording, each unexplained occurrence adds another layer to the enigma of the Whaley House, compelling us to question what we know of the world around us. In this chapter, where the past and the present intertwine, the Whaley House stands as a testament to the enduring human fascination with the afterlife and the unknown. It challenges our perceptions, invites us to explore the depths of our fears, and leaves us pondering the mysteries that lie just beyond the reach of the living. As dawn breaks, casting a pale light over the facade of the Whaley House, Chapter 4 ushers us into an era where the whispers of the past meet the curiosity of the present. The transformation of the Whaley House into a museum marks a pivotal moment in its storied existence. No longer merely a residence for the living or the dead, it now stands as a beacon for those drawn to the mysteries of the past and the enigmas of the supernatural. The Whaley House Museum serves as a portal through which visitors can step back in time, to walk the halls of history, and brush against the fabric of the unknown. Here, within these walls, the tales of San Diego's rich past are interwoven with the whispered stories of those who are said to linger in spirit. Each room, each artifact, holds a piece of the puzzle, offering insights not only into the lives of the Whaley family, but also into the era they inhabited. But the allure of the Whaley House extends far beyond its historical significance. Its haunted reputation has captivated the imagination of people far and wide, making it a subject of fascination in numerous articles, books, and television shows. This attention has cemented its status as one of America's most haunted houses, a place where the veil between worlds seems thinner, where the echoes of the past are just a breath away. The cultural significance of the Whaley House transcends its physical boundaries, becoming a symbol of the human fascination with the afterlife and the unexplained. Thousands of visitors are drawn each year, not just historians and enthusiasts of the paranormal, but those who seek to experience the thrill of the unknown, to feel the shiver of fear and wonder that comes from standing on the threshold of the otherworldly. Within the museum, each exhibit, each shadowed corner and creaking floorboard, tells a story. For some, these stories are historical footnotes, glimpses into a bygone era. For others, they are invitations to delve deeper into the mysteries of the paranormal, to question what lies beyond the scope of human understanding. The Whaley House, in its role as a museum, continues to challenge, to intrigue, and to haunt the imagination. It is a place where the past is alive, where history breathes, and where the spirits of those long gone may still wander. As we explore its rooms, we are reminded of the enduring allure of the unknown, the unexplained, and a possibility that we are never truly alone. Thus, as the sun sets once more on the Whaley House, we are left with a sense of awe and a myriad of questions. The stories contained within its walls invite us to ponder, to seek, and perhaps to believe in the possibility of something more, something beyond the veil of our current understanding. In the shadowed halls of the Whaley House, where the veil between past and present seems perpetually thin, Chapter 5 brings us face to face with the personal accounts of those who have crossed its threshold. These stories, whispered in the dark, shared in hushed tones, add layers to the legend of this haunted abode, blurring the lines between reality and the beyond. Visitors to the Whaley House speak of eerie feelings that descend without warning, a sense of being watched by unseen eyes, a pressure in the air that speaks of presence without form. The silence of the house is often broken by unexplained sounds, the creak of a floorboard, the rustle of a dress, the soft whisper of a voice calling from the shadows. And then there are the sightings, moments when the past seems to materialize before one's eyes, the fleeting glimpse of an apparition, figures clothed in a garb of yesteryear, appearing for a heartbeat before dissolving into the ether. These personal accounts, passed from visitor to visitor, woven into the fabric of the Whaley House lore, serve as testament to the experiences that defy explanation. Each story, each encounter, adds a thread to the tapestry of mystery that envelops the house, compelling others to venture within, to seek their own brush with the unknown. Yet, within the dimly lit corridors of the Whaley House, a silent battle rages between skeptics and believers. Skeptics, armed with reason and doubt, challenge the tales of hauntings as mere figments of imagination, the tricks of light and shadow, or the creaks and groans of an old house settling into its foundations. They question the validity of personal accounts, attributing them to the power of suggestion or the influence of a place steeped in tales of the paranormal. Believers, on the other hand, find in these same stories proof of the paranormal, evidence of a world beyond our understanding. They embrace the unexplained with open hearts, seeing in the shadows and whispers the presence of those who have passed but are not gone. For them, the Whaley House is a nexus of spiritual activity, a place where the veil is lifted, and the spirits of the past reach out to the living. This dichotomy, this clash of belief and skepticism, fuels the legend of the Whaley House, making it a place of endless fascination. Each visitor, whether skeptic or believer, leaves with their own story, their own experience of the house that adds to its mystique. As we close this chapter on the Whaley House, we are left with the echoing footsteps of those who have walked its halls, both living and spectral. The stories shared within its walls, the personal accounts of eerie feelings, unexplained sounds, and sightings, serve not only to deepen the mystery, but to remind us of the enduring allure of the unknown. In the Whaley House, the past is not just a memory, it is a living, breathing presence, waiting to be experienced, challenging us to question what we believe and what lies beyond the veil of our understanding. As the final page of our journey through the shadowed corridors and whispered histories of the Whaley House turns, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of fear, fascination, and the unknown. The tales we have traversed, from the spectral presences of the Whaley family to the eerie accounts of those who dare to explore its mysteries, weave together a narrative that is as compelling as it is chilling. The Whaley House, a monument not just to the past, but to the inexplicable, remains a captivating subject for those who find themselves drawn to the liminal spaces where history and the paranormal intersect. It stands as a testament to the enduring human quest for understanding, a beacon that draws the curious, the brave, and the seekers of truth. For historians, the Whaley House offers a tangible connection to the early days of California, a window into the lives of those who shaped its history. It serves as a reminder of the trials and triumphs, the joys and sorrows of a family that once called it home. But beyond the historical significance, the house invites visitors to peer into the shadows, to listen for the whispers of the past, and to ponder the mysteries that remain unsolved. For ghost hunters and enthusiasts of the paranormal, the Whaley House is a hallowed ground, a place where the veil between worlds seems perennially thin. It is a site of unexplained phenomena, of encounters that defy logical explanation, where the search for evidence of the afterlife continues to intrigue and chill visitors from around the world. As our exploration concludes, the Whaley House lingers in the mind, a symbol of the enigmatic and the eternal. It stands as a challenge to our understanding of the world, a reminder that there are mysteries that remain beyond the reach of science and reason. The stories and experiences shared within its walls invite us to question, to seek, and perhaps to believe in the possibility of something more, something beyond the confines of our understanding. The Whaley House, with its rich history and haunting presence, continues to be a beacon for those who seek to explore the unknown. It remains a place where the past and the present, the tangible and the ethereal, converge in a dance of shadows and light. Whether as a historical site or a nexus for paranormal investigation, it beckons to us, urging us to keep the doors of curiosity and wonder ajar. In the end, the Whaley House stands not just as a monument to history or a haven for the spectral, but as a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. It challenges us to look beyond the surface, to embrace the mysteries that lie in the shadows, and to acknowledge that some things, perhaps, are meant to remain unexplained. As we draw the curtain on our journey through the enigmatic and haunted halls of the Whaley House, we step back into the light, leaving behind the whispers of the past and the chill of the unseen. Our exploration has taken us through the corridors of history, into the heart of mystery, and face to face with the spectral remnants of a bygone era. The Whaley House, with its rich tapestry of history and haunting, remains a beacon for those fascinated by the intersection of the past and the paranormal. It stands as a testament to the enduring human fascination with the unknown, a place where history breathes and the veil between worlds is thin. As this story ends and our podcast draws to a close, we invite you to carry the tale of the Whaley House with you, to ponder the mysteries we've explored and the stories we've shared. Remember, the world is full of places where the past and the present intertwine, where shadows hold secrets, and where the unseen whispers to those who dare to listen. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of one of America's most haunted houses. May the stories of the Whaley House linger in your thoughts, a reminder of the mysteries that lie just beyond the edge of our understanding, waiting in the shadows, ever present, ever elusive. Until our paths cross again in the pursuit of mystery and the exploration of the unknown, keep your mind open, your curiosity piqued, and your spirit brave. Good night, dear listeners, and may the whispers of the past guide you safely back to the light